Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Give everybody a chance to get their seats. Okay, it's hard to read this thing. Oh, I'm on the, no wonder, I'm looking at the second page. That's after we're done. I'm John Gamson. I serve on your board of directors as your facilities director, jack of all trades and master of none. Tonight's service will be led by our musical laureates, the awesome, fantastic, the wonderful Rosengolds, which is Rachel Rosenzweig and Yuri Reingold.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lisa Rubin Horton will light the Shabbat candles. Ricky Bauman will be the chief slide maker, president, who will give the Devar Torah, and she's going to be our reading laureate tonight, or Drash. Tonight's Onik Shabbat is sponsored by Merle Berg to celebrate the happy first day of summer. New members and guests are, the guests are Phyllis Bloom, and when I call your name, just raise your hand and wave or stand up so we can see who you are. Phyllis Bloom. Say hi, Phyllis. And Marion Epstein. Thank you.
Hi.
And we also have, she's not a new member, but this is her first time attending our services, and that is Sandra Thornton. Thank you. So, with no further ado, I'm going to get ado out of here.
Thanks, John.
One last thing. Alan Rittberg is standing in for me to open and close the ark, and I appreciate him doing that. Thank you.
It's a pinch hitter.
Shabbat Shalom. Good evening.
Oh. Sorry. Trying to remember which way it goes, you know.
As has become a new Jewish tradition, every Friday night we take out our cell phones and either silence them or turn them off. And don't worry, at the end of the service we will remind you to turn them back on. Thank you. We will begin the service with a nigun, which most of you will easily recognize the melody of, especially if you are familiar with Sesame Street, which most of us are.
Join in if you'd like. Shabbat Shalom, da 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 da. Shabbat Shalom, da 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 da. Shabbat Shalom, da 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 da.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, da 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 da. Shabbat Shalom, da 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 da. Shabbat Shalom, da 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 da.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom,
da 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 da. Shabbat Shalom, da 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 da. Shabbat Shalom, da 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 da. Shabbat Shalom, da 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 da. Shabbat Shalom, da 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 da. Shabbat Shalom, da 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 da. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. All righty. Okay, so we're going to take it down and just kind of calm things down a little bit now. Glad you liked it, though. Okay, so, oh yeah, because we're all technical here with all these computers and all that good stuff. All righty, so this is going to be our meditation for this evening. So I'm going to ask everyone to please put your feet on the floor and find a nice, comfortable, relaxed position to be in. Please close your eyes and take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Allow your breath to find its natural rhythm and feel your... Okay, that's kind of odd. Well, feel your body begin to relax with each exhalation. As you continue to breathe deeply and gently, imagine a warm, golden light surrounding you. This light represents the peace and sanctity of Shabbat. With each breath, feel this light growing brighter and more comforting, enveloping you in its glow. Picture yourself standing at the entrance to a beautiful garden. This is your sacred space, a place where you can leave behind the worries and stresses of the week. As you step into the garden, feel a sense of calm wash over you as if all your burdens are being lifted away. As you walk there, reflect on the week that's passed. Acknowledge any difficulties you faced, and then let them go. Feel their weight dissolving, replaced by a sense of lightness and freedom. Now bring to mind the moments of joy and gratitude from the past week. Focus on these positive experiences. Allow them to fill your heart with warmth and contentment. Let this feeling of gratitude expand, enveloping your entire being. Take a moment to silently offer your own personal prayer for Shabbat. This could be a wish for peace, healing, love, or anything that resonates deeply with you. Hold this intention in your heart, knowing that it is heard and embraced by the divine. Take a few more breaths, feeling the peace and sanctity of Shabbat within you. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes, bringing the sense of calm and holiness into your surroundings. Okay. I'd like to now invite Lisa Rubin Horton to light our Shabbat candles, please. Okay, yep, here you go.
Shabbat Shalom. Please join me in the responsive reading up on the screen. On this day, we would see the world in a new light.
On this day, we would add new spirit to our lives.
On this day, we would taste a new time of peace.
We would rest from desire for gain, ambition for things.
We would raise our eyes to look beyond time and space toward eternity.
Oh, may we come to see the world in a new light.
As it is written, let a new light shine upon Zion, and may it be our blessing to see its splendor. Amen.
There you go. There you go. Perfect. There you go. Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Okay. Okay. Would everyone please rise and join us with Kiddush? And you'll find that on page 123 or also on the screen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu. בשבת קודשו, באהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה וראשית. כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קדשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. לחיים. Amen.
Please be seated.
Okay, please join us for Lecha Dodi. We're going to be doing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9, and it's on page 138 and 139 in your book, or also on the screen. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad ishmianu Ham Yuchad, Adonai Echad, Ushmo Echad, L'Shemo Tiferet, V'li Tehillah. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Yadadai, 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 B'nei Shabbat, Nekavela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Yadadai, 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 B'nei Shabbat, Nekabela. Likrat Shabbat, Lechu v'necha, Ki hi mekor habracha, Merosh mikedem nesucha, Sof maaseh b'machshava tehillah. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Yadadai, 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 B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Yadadai, 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 B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, ki va'orei kumi uri, 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 shir daveri, kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Yadadai, 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 B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, please rise. Please rise. Yalalai, yalalai, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam besimcha uvtzola, toch emunei am segula. Boi chala, boi chala. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Yalalai, 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 B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Yalalai, 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 B'nei Shabbat nekabela.
We continue with Hatzi Kaddish on page 144 and on the screen.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah V'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayechon uv'yomechon Ufchayet chol beit Yisrael Bagala Uvizman kariv Veimeru Amen Yehesh meraba mevorach Leolam olal me'almaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach V'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnasei V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal Shemei dekodesha rechu Lahela min kol bechata v'shirata Tush bechata v'nechemata Damiram b'alma V'yimeru Amen. Please rise for the Baruch Hu. And this tune might be a little bit different than what you're used to, but you'll get it.
Ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai. Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach. Leolam vaed. Leolam. 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 Leolam.
Please be seated.
Please be seated.
Please join us in the responsive reading on the screen.
Once we learned one truth, and it was cherished or discarded, but it was one. Now we're told that the world can be perceived by many truths. Now, in the reality of all of us encounter, some find lessons that others deny. Once we learned one kind of life and one reality. It too we either adopted or scorned.
But right was always right, and wrong was always wrong.
Now we are told that there are many rights, that what is wrong may well be wrong for you, but right for me.
Yet we sense that some acts must be wrong for everyone, and that beyond the many half-truths is a single truth all of us may one day grasp.
We continue with the reading on the screen. That clear way, that single truth, is what we seek in coming here, to join our people who saw the eternal one when others saw only the temporal now.
The call to oneness is an affirmation and a goal,
to speak of God as one is to commit ourselves once more to our people's ancient quest.
We're going to now do Ahavat Olam, and if you know this and you want to join us, you're welcome to.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Am Havta, Torah u'mitzvot, Hukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu, B'shochenu u'v'kumenu, Nasiach b'chukecha, V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'v'mitzvotecha, Le'olam va'ed. Ki hem hayenu, ve'orech yameinu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem nege yomam v'layla, yomam v'layla. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Okay. All right. Please rise for the Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam va'ed.
Please be seated. Please join us in the V'ahavta. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני Adonai Elohechem. Adonai Elohechem Emet.
Please join us in the responsive reading on the screen. This is our truth, The one God calls forth being from nothingness and makes all things one. Blessed is the Holy One of Israel, in whose oneness we are one. But we are not yet one in fact. Our human race is broken into fragments, and we wait to be redeemed into a lasting unity. Blessed is the time to come when all will at last be one. While hatred rules the earth, redemption will not come. Let the earth be near when love will rule this world. Until people return from their exile from each other, redemption will not come. Let all exile be ended, our exile from one another, the exile of God's presence from our lives. Until we restore the lawless to their true selves and rekindle in them the spark of God, redemption will not come. Let us also search out the flaws in our own souls and struggle to remove them. While we care only for ourselves, redemption will not come. Let our hearts be moved by the misery of others and dare what must be dared.
We continue with Mi Chamocha on page 158. It's also on the screen. Please join us.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh nora tehilot, osef ele nora tehilot, osef ele malchutecha rahuvanecha. Bokei hayam lifnei Moshe uMiriam, ze lianu ve'amru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגלו מיד חזק, חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש.
Okay.
We continue with the reading on the screen. Please join us.
It is
In the
evening, and children slowly dream away the storms of day. It is evening, and stars glow gently in the quiet heavens. Can we understand a dream? Find a net to capture the meaning of a glowing star. What bridge spans the vast space we must cross to reach understanding? How small are we who attempt the journey? And yet somehow we learn to find our glory in a brave and endless struggle to comprehend eternal mysteries. We are voyagers in an infinite sea, our destination always beyond the horizon. But we are voyagers. The rabbi always says that's a really neat reading, and I think that's a really awesome one. Do you guys think so too? Yeah. It's like, yeah, definitely. Yep. So now we're going to do Hashkivenu, and that's on page 160. And if you know it, if you want to join us, feel free.
Hashkivenu, Adonai
Hashkivenu, Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom. V'amidenu shamreinu lechaim u'leshalom, u'leshalom. Hashkivenu, Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Hashkivenu, Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom. Sorry. Sometimes it's hard to do this on the computer as well. Okay. So now, Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
A great pianist was once asked by an ardent admirer, "How do you handle the notes as well as you do?" The artist answered, "The notes I handle no better than many pianists,
Or guitarists.
but the pauses between the notes, that is where the art resides."
In great living, as in great music, the art may be in the pauses. Surely one of the enduring contributions which Judaism made to the art of living was the Shabbat, the pause between the notes. And it is to the Shabbat that we must look if we are to restore in our lives, the sense of serenity and sanctity which Shabbat offers in such joyous abundance. So please join us for Yismachu, which is on page 162, as well as it's going to be on the screen.
Yismechu v'malchutcha, shomerei Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutcha, shomerei Shabbat.
V'korei oneg, v'korei oneg, Yismechu v'malchutcha, shomerei Shabbat. Mekadeshei, Mekadeshei Shevi, Kulam yisbehu v'yitangu metuvecha, Yismechu v'malchutcha, shomerei Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutcha, shomerei Shabbat. V'korei oneg, v'korei oneg, Yismechu v'malchutcha, shomerei Shabbat. V'hashvi ratzita bo, ratzita bo v'kidashto, chemdat yamim oto karata, zeher lemase v'reishit. Yismechu v'malchutcha, shomerei Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutcha, shomerei Shabbat. V'korei oneg, v'korei oneg, Yismechu v'malchutcha, shomerei Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutcha, shomerei Shabbat.
Shomerei Shabbat.
Yismechu v'malchutcha, shomerei Shabbat.
V'korei
Yismechu
oneg,
v'malchutcha, shomerei Shabbat.
Yismechu
Yismechu v'malchutcha, shomerei Shabbat. All right, you guys rock. Okay. And now, please join us. We're going to do the Wait a minute, did we miss that? I'm sorry. We're going to open up the ark and do Adonai Savatai. So please rise as we join for that. That will be on page 164 in the books, or it should be on the screen very shortly. Please open up. And we're going to do it just a little bit different today. There's going to be no English for this one. Just follow our lead, okay? All right. Adonai Sifatai Tiftach Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha Adonai Sifatai Tiftach Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Velohei Avotenu V'Imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם, ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה, רב להושיע, מוריד הטל. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יחללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. Please be seated.
We continue with the reading on page 173 and on the screen. Please join us. Disturb us, Adonai, ruffle us from complacency, make us dissatisfied with the peace of ignorance, the quietude which arises from a shunning of the horror, the defeat, the bitterness, and the poverty, physical and spiritual, of humans. Shock us, Adonai, deny to us the false Shabbat, which gives us the delusions of satisfaction amid a world of war and hatred. Wake us, O God, and shake us from the sweet and sad poignancies rendered by half-forgotten melodies and rubric prayers of yesteryears. Make us know that the border of the sanctuary is not the border of living, and the walls of your temples are not shelters from the winds of truth, justice, and reality. Disturb us, O God, and vex us. Let not your Shabbat be a day of torpor and slumber. Let us be a time to be stirred and spurred to action. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
And we're going to sing Ritzeh. So the words aren't up there, just to let you know.
Ritzeh Adonai Eloheinu Be'amecha Yisrael Utefilatam be'ahava tekabel Utehi ratzon Tamid avodat Yisrael Yisrael Amecha El Karo Lechol Korav B'nei El Avadecha V'chaneinu Shafoch Ruchacha Aleinu V'techezin Einenu V'shuvecha leTzion Berachamim Baruch atah Adonai Hamachazir Shechinato leTzion
Please join us for the reading on the screen.
O God of Israel's past, O God of this day, God of all flesh, Creator of all life, we praise you, the Most High, for the gift of life. We give thanks, O source of good, that life endures. Eternal and infinite One, help us to use our life for blessings, to live by your law, to do your will, to walk in your way with a whole heart. We thank you, eternal God, for the blessing of life.
Now we're going to do Shalom Rav. And if, sorry. Okay. And this is a tune that's done by it was written by our friend who's a cantor, Shira Nafshi. You might know that. If you know it, then please join us. And if you don't, just feel free to listen. It's on 178. It's on 178 if you'd like to join. Thank you.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam. 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 Ki ata umelech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata umelech Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael. Bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai Hamevarech et amo Yisrael Bashalom.
Now it's time for silent prayer. You may want to read what's on the screen or whatever's in your heart and mind.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל.
So now we're going to do a song that many of you know. It's called Luyahi. It's kind of based on the song by the Beatles, Let It Be. And we've been doing this for way too long. It's because we have our folks, our people who are being held hostage still in Gaza. And it's going 8.5 months now. And so we do this in the hopes that we don't have to keep doing it much longer. And so here we go.
עוד יש מפרש לבן באופק, מול ענן שחור כבד, כל שנבקש לו יהי. ואם בחלונות הערב, אור נרות הגרועד, כל שנבקש לו יהי. לו יהי, לו יהי, אנא לו יהי. כל שנבקש לו יהי. לו יהי, לו יהי, אנא לו יהי. כל שנבקש לו יהי. לו יהי. לו יהי, לו יהי, אנא לו יהי. כל שנבקש לו יהי. לו יהי, לו יהי, אנא לו יהי. כל שנבקש לו יהי.
Now it's time that we're going to do the Mishaberach. I'm going to first read the names of those members of our congregation who we are saying a Mishaberach for. Okay? Excuse me. This week we are saying a Mishaberach for Beverly Adler, Shirley Bergman, Barry Brown, Andrea Chasen, Batsheva Sarah Gamarin, Arnie Goldklank, Deborah Hirsch, Richard Hoffing, Liz Jacobs, Marcia Katz, Verdna Kelly, excuse me, Carolyn Corlin, Wilma Levine, Marvin Lutzker, Marlis Markovitz, Paula Newberger, Leslie Rapkin, Fanny Rice, Betty Sarlin, Jacqueline Schindler, Mark Schoenholtz, Maxine Schoenholtz, Simone Shaw, Joe Sheff, Norman Topp, Don Zion, Stanley Zarofsky, Amit Ben Shirley, Ariel Bat Rivka, Ariel Bat Shoshana, Avra Bet Hinda, Beryl Bat Shia Varachel, Chana Pesa Bat Golda, Chava Bat Esther Malka, Chaya Esther Bat Chana, Devora Bat Ruth, Devora Bat Sarah, Esther Bedana Bat Shena Malka, Vegi Devasha Bat Bracha, Harav Orli Chaya Bat Yentel, Cheshli Ben Devora, Lieb Shalom Ben Fagel, Manya Bat Fredel, Masha Sura Bat Chana, Menachem Ben Frima, Mindele Bat Frima, Miriam Bat Thelma, Mordechai Ben Sarah, Moshe Hirsch Ben Rachel, Pesach Lev Ben Sarah, Rafua Michal Ben Sarah, Sarah Mindel Bat Chanaleah, Bracha Bat Shira Lee, Shalom Ben Pesel, Shaul Yochanan Ben Sarah, Shena Bat Chaya Esther, Shena Bracha Bat Yudit, Shena Leah Bat Devora, Shira Lee Bat Sarah, Shulamit Bat Zillah, Tzerel Reza Bat Esther, Vevel Bet Hinda Bat Bela, Yonatan Ben Hasya. If you have anyone else in your heart and mind that you're saying a Mishaberach for, please keep them in your head and mind in that sense. You know, think of them right now and say a Mishaberach. Also want to put one out there for our rabbi collectively, hoping that she's getting better each day. So just take a couple moments and think of those in your heart.
Let's join in singing Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Oyevarech v'Rapeh et hacholim Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Oyevarech v'Rapeh et hacholim Elna Refana Elna Refana Elna Refana Elna Refana Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Oyevarech v'Rapeh et hacholim Oyevarech v'Rapeh et hacholim. I'd like to invite up our president, Ricky, to do the drosh for this evening. All yours.
Shabbat Shalom. I had a couple of choices for tonight. One was, well, you know, it's Pride Month. But I did that last year when I went looking through my files. So I said, you know what? I'm not doing the same thing again. So then I thought of some of the current events that are going on right now. And then I said, no, that touches on politics, and some people might go, what are you doing? So I said, maybe that's not the greatest idea. So you know what? I took the very safe course. We're going to talk about discrimination. And that is tonight's Torah portion. Beha'alatcha. It's just a potpourri of stuff. It's like if you try to cram something into one Torah portion, all kinds of stuff, this is the one. So it first talks about the travels of the Israelites with the pillar of cloud during the day, guiding them, and then the pillar of fire by night. All kinds of grumblings about going back to Egypt because Egypt was better. Of course, that doesn't make God very happy, and he decides, you know what? You're done. Kill them all. So he does. He gets rid of a whole bunch of them. And it continues until Moshe, who we know as Moses, intervenes and says, God, you know, they're not so bad. Yeah, they are. They're a burden, they're problems, and they always complain. But, you know, please stop doing this. And it gets better. So then they start complaining that they don't have meat. Now, they've been in the wilderness for who knows how long at this point, and they've been eating manna. Now, in the Hebrew, it's manna, and it comes from mazeh. And when they first saw the stuff, they said, mazeh. What is this? Literally, mazeh. And they said, manna. It is what it is. So that's what they've been eating. They gather it every day, and at night it just melts away, and if you keep it, it gets rotten with worms and all that kind of stuff. So they learned to stop doing that. But they wanted meat. They said, oh, we had meat in Egypt, and we had fish, and we had all these good things. So God tells Moses, you know, I'm going to send them meat. And Moses goes, but God, look at this multitude. How can we provide meat for all of them? So God says to Moses, is my arm short? Because he brought us out of Egypt with an outstretched arm. So next day, the wind changes and blows quails from the ocean onto the land. And they gather quails, and they gather them, and they're eating, and everybody's get all these quails, and now they're already sick of it. So while they're eating and eating and eating, God says, you complain? You're done. So again, Moses has to intervene before God kills them all. Okay. We're not done. You think this is fun? Wait, there's more. It then takes us to a very, very strange interlude, and this is where the discrimination comes in. Aharon, Aaron, and Miriam, start complaining again. Shinvita with the complaining. They complain about Moses because he marries a Cushite woman. Okay. So here's the problem. So we know that she's not from the tribe. Well, we know this because Zipporah is the daughter of the Midianite priest. I can't think of his name offhand. Well, he has two different names. So one is Reuel, and the other one is, I forget, begins with a Y. Jethro, yeah. Yitro in Hebrew. Thank you. It's always good to have help behind you. Okay, but is it Zipporah, his wife, who we know about from the book of Exodus? Or is this some other person? Because Cushite normally refers to a black person from Ethiopia. And many of you, I'm sure, heard the word, what we used to use in Yiddish, referring to black people, which is Schwarze. You would never say it now. Why? Because it's known to be very derogatory. Well, the same thing here with the expression a Cushite woman. It was definitely derogatory, racist, and discriminatory. Okay, but they're talking among themselves about Moses, and they say, you know what? We are just as good as Moses. We are. God talks to us just like God talks to Moses. Okay. Well, guess who hears that? God. He says, okay, you two. No, okay, you three. Moses, Miriam, and Aaron. Get to the tent of meeting now. Okay, they go. And God now calls Aaron and Miriam out and starts belittling them and telling them, I choose who I talk to face, and more or less, you're not as good as Moses. Don't even think about it. And then God disappears, and Miriam is solid white. She's tzatz ra'at, what we used to call leprosy. We now know it as some kind of a skin affliction, but all of a sudden, she is all white. And now Aaron starts apologizing. Well, yeah, you know, why not? Okay, God, you know, Moses, help her. You know, we don't want her to die, and this and that and the other. And Moses says to God, El na rafana la. Please, God, heal her, which, had Uri and Rachel sang El na rafana la, would have been a great lead-in, but they picked the Misha Barak, so that was it. Shabbat shalom.
That was a good drosh. Kol hakavod. Nice. Please rise for the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת, אין עוד. Please join us. Let the time not be distant, O God, when all shall give way to you in love, when corruption and evil shall give way to integrity and goodness, when superstition shall no longer enslave the mind, nor idolatry blind the eye. O may all, created in your image, become one in spirit and one in friendship, forever united in your service. Then shall your realm be established on earth, and the word of your prophet fulfilled. Adonai will reign forever and ever. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz. Bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad. Ushemo echad. Okay, one please. Okay. Please be seated. Sorry. Okay. Thank you.
Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. As we read the names on this week's Kaddish list, please rise if the name of your family member is mentioned. Then we will rise as the entire congregation as we joined in the Mourner's Kaddish. Today we remember Mary Profman, mother of Cheryl Chernoff Paul Profman, Sadie Klee Gardner, mother of Janet Corin, Gordine Courage, mother of Mark Courage, Florence Coleman, mother of Estelle Alpern, Anne Grossman, mother of Paul Grossman, Benjamin Frank, father of Brenda Hoffing, Martin Karp, brother of Norman Karp, Helen Katz, mother of Mel Katz, Phyllis Small, sister of Bob Michelson, Nancy Reingold, sister-in-law of Rick and Susie Reingold, Ethel Block, mother of Janet Singer, Diane Mogul, mother of Joette Smits, Irene Parker, mother-in-law of Donna Wiener, Lena Meyerson, grandmother of Donna Wiener, Ethel Schechtel, mother of Judy Zarowski, Seidel Greenstein, Adolf Lebovitz, Jonas Freeman, Arthur Pellegrino. We also remember the 6 Jews of Romania who perished in the Holocaust: Sharon Knacker, Sonia Gurwitz, Batia Kaufman, Dora Katz, Max Segenreich, Jakob Granerer. Please rise for Morris Kaddish.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divrach Yerutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'v'yamechon u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'izman kariv v'yimru Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mivarach le'olam u'almei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, v'yitale, v'yitalal, Shmei Tekudasha B'richu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'an miram v'yalma v'imru Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min Shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mrama, hu ya'aseh shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Please be seated. Now, John, come on back up for some announcements.
Now I got to read the smaller print on the back page. I want to thank the participants on the BEMA as well as our incredible, indomitable tech crew. And Rachel and Yuri, I just love following you tonight. What I said, I love following you tonight. Thank you. Here are the announcements. All classes are canceled until further notice. Shabbat service is next Friday night at 7:30 p.m., as usual, with a Torah service. We need a quorum. Please attend our special congregational meeting at 10 a.m. this Sunday. That's June 23rd. Join us for a free breakfast of coffee, juice, a bagel, and a schmear. Immediately following, we will have a vote on our planned bylaws amendments and a special report on Beth Israel's finances and forecast for 2025 and beyond. We need a quorum. This is required from the board of directors can't make these decisions on their own. We need a quorum, and that's 83 people. Okay, that's either being here in person or filling out a proxy and making sure we have it before Sunday. I hope we can see you all, though. We don't want to just look at pieces of paper. And we got a lot of bagels. Sunday, June 30th at 2 p.m., our own, if you need and you can't get here for your proxy, thank you. Call us and we'll get somebody to come pick it up if you just can't make it over here, okay? Okay, go back to this. Sunday, June 30th, 2 p.m., our own Colonel Michelle Atkins Schaefer will tell her life story, her career in nursing, in medical research, in teaching, her time in the Army Reserves, and then active duty in the Middle East, starting with Desert Storm. This will be an afternoon not to be missed. The Board of Directors are meeting Tuesday at July 9th at 7 p.m. All are welcome. Library Book Club via Zoom on Monday, July 15th at 10:30 a.m. Mark your calendars also for My Jewish Heirloom, My Legacy, Sunday, July 21st. This is a program for you to bring your Jewish heirloom to the program and tell us why this particular object is your Jewish legacy. Please help provide needed school supplies to Hillsborough County teachers and students. We are partnering with the SCC United Methodist Church in their drive to collect school supplies for at least 200 students and their teachers. There are flyers on the table as you walk out of the temple by the front door, and a bin for your donations. Please see Carol Wilson for more information. I believe they do accept checks too to help buy supplies if you don't want to go buy it yourself. They do accept donations. Are there any simchas? Nobody has a simcha. Nothing good happened to anybody this week in their family? Come on, somebody raise their hand. I have to hear a simcha before I get down.
We all woke up and we're all here.
All right, there we go. Great simcha. We're all alive. That's good. Shabbat shalom.
You're awesome.
Thank you, John.
Awesome. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to conclude tonight's service with. Wait, go ahead. Sorry.
You may notice when you go in the back tonight that the tables are set up differently. For the Oneg, we've rearranged the tables to be more inclusive so people get to, a lot of times people sit at the same table every time. So we've joined a few tables together because we have a lot of new people that are starting to attend the services, and we want them to get to meet you and you to get to meet them. So please don't pull tables away or move them from the way we set them back up there, but join all those other people you see at those tables. In addition, when you go in, you go to the far left wall, and that's where the line starts for the Oneg, so that way we're all not blocking the thoroughfare as we go in the back. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you. What he said. Okay. All right. So we're going to conclude tonight's service with Yismechu Hashamayim, which means let the heavens rejoice. Words are on the screen.
Yeah, please join us. It's only 2 lines.
Yeah,
it's very
easy. Easy. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yiram hayam, yiram hayam, yiram hayam me'olo. Yiram hayam, yiram hayam, yiram hayam me'olo. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat
everybody.
shalom.
Join us in the social hall and turn your phones back on. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Aw, thanks.
So nice to share with the both of you.
Oh, it was great to share this moment with you.
With you.
Thank you.
Al.
Absolutely. A big hug. Absolutely.
So nice.
Thank
Really?
you, Al.
Aw.